I'm Jack Ward. I'm an English teacher here at Millwood High School. I've been here for over a decade now. This is my grade 9 class, and we're doing lit circles, where students get together and read a smaller level of a group of books. And I've tried lit circles a couple of times, it's never worked successfully. So I thought, having a literacy coach, this is a perfect opportunity for me to try again, go back to the well, and see if I can make it more successful. It's been great.
It gets too much into detail, but I think it's a good book for teenagers to relate to.
Having the ability, just as colleagues, to be able to work together has been instrumental. I mean, having extended time to work with somebody means really being able to improve your practice.
It was collaborative. It really was a partnership, and to me it's more meaningful than any other experience, honestly, I've had working with a colleague. The big role for her was to question, right? So I love that she asked me, why are you doing it this way? Or have you thought about this? Or, giving me positive feedback on what I was already doing well, which I think we often miss in coaching. It's usually perceived as they're going to come in and they're going to criticize everything and it's going to be a deflating experience. But really it's an uplifting experience because it validates the relationships you already have that you work so hard to build with your students, what you're already doing well, and then how to make what you're doing even better.
And so what I really enjoyed was the team teaching and the collaborating afterwards. So we would look at where the students are at and where we need them to be. And there's some ideas that we came up with that I'll definitely use in my practice later on. And my students seem to really enjoy having the two teachers involved and collaborating with them.
I've had fantastic experiences with literacy coaches. They've improved my teaching, they've improved student engagement, and they've really moved students along.
My literacy coach and I did was we developed a very specific lesson for a skill that I was noticing students were struggling with, and this was how to identify theme in a work of fiction. Without my coach there to have me consider just having a variety of instructional methods for our students who learn in different ways, I might not have been able to reach so many students. And then also think about your overall goals for the year and your learning targets for the year, and how you can best support your students in those ways.
So I think for students, I would bet that they would all say that, it hasn't always been easy. It challenged me in a way I'd never been challenged before, right? Like the actual teaching of the skills and the trying to apply those skills and the practice and the practice and the practice, where they just want to give you something and be done with it. I think any student there would tell you that that's been valuable for them. And it's hard because at that stage in their life, they don't always see the value in it. But I think Allison and I have really helped them understand why we're pushing them so hard.
Having Miss Walker here really allowed us as students to kind of see different perspectives, and here this semester really changed the way I kind of take the information in and process it, and not just having Miss McKinnon lecture us about it and then give us a few visuals. So it was a really good opportunity for me to kind of switch up.
Just having more teacher time, more one-on-one conversations is a little more beneficial, I feel, than getting spoken to as a whole.
Well, having a coach in my class has made a huge difference in the class and in the way that we learn, because having two people in the classroom makes it a lot easier to get help. I think my learning was impacted by the different skills and strategies that she was using.
What's exciting for me too is I feel that Allison has learned from me too, and I think that she's going to take some stuff back for her practice, and that will go to another English class, and it'll go to another English class, and suddenly, in a very loose way, we're all connected that way.
You'll walk away feeling better about what you do every day in a climate where that's not always easy. For me, it's kind of restored my faith in what I do in a pretty powerful way.